Well, hello there and good day. Thank you for joining me. I am Frost PDP and today we're playing Crusader Kings 2 when the world stopped making sense as Rheged. This is episode 7. So I'm thinking about declaring war on King Olav when I build up enough money to do so. But in the meantime, I wanted to point out something I noticed. The Queen of C, the Queen of Kate, the Queen of Frisia. She married Frisia, so this is putting C, which is all this light blue, which is actually currently beating wannabe Aragon's butt, and Frisia, they are married. They have a son. They have 2 sons. So they have an heir and a spare. And what that means is we got us a very powerful northern neighbor, like a really powerful Scotland, coming our way. Granted, he doesn't have boats to bring people over, but it's a problem that I'm going to have to deal with. So, fair notice has been received in this case. We're going to fabricate a claim on Dare if we can. It's about making that a thing. He's an Angle. What am I? I'm Romano-British. Trying to find love. And I would, at this point, I think I'm strong enough that I can take Kentland on, directly or indirectly. So I would do that. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 provinces that I could take with 1 more. Yeah, doing that would pretty much solidify control of England. The only rival I'd have left in the area would be Suthgiria. Not bad considering all the neighboring Saxon Anglo invaders started off with like huge levies. That's gonna change. That's gotta change. So we're gonna play. We're speed 5. We've got a barony building. I gave province away to my second son to make room for it. I know it temporarily weakens me, but I'm not concerned about that. My neighbor to the south win his battle. Looks like yes. That's good for him. Not for me, but for him. I can beat my daughter up. I gain cruel. Am I already cruel? No. I'd rather not be cruel. Granted. No. Spy Master got beaten up. There are no known plots, so it's not like he's actually investigating anything. I didn't know that was a thing. Romantic interest in spouse. Fortunately, I have to be married to more than 1 woman, but I still lead a rather lonely existence. Maybe I should get to know one of my wives better. Maybe I can grow to appreciate and love her. My first wife. She's my religion, she's my culture. She's got an opinion of 22. I could spend time with another wife. Ileana. The one with the musical voice. Character is lustful. She's erudite. She's kind. She's humble. This one is kind, brave, ambitious. She's the sort of person that might seduce a man who's got a primary wife. What kind of character am I? I'm shy, I'm craven, lustful, depressed, trusting. I'll spend time with my main wife just because I do that sort of thing, but yeah. I'll hardly wait to sleep tonight. I gained successful. I gain a year's worth of 0.01 prestige and +1 diplomacy. Fulfill my ambition to find love. I like having little ambitions. It's something to do. Find a hobby. This is also an intrigue decision. Survey the realm. I lose 40 ducats, but I should survey my realm. It's grown a bunch. Something my character would do. He'd survey the realm. Deliberation with my advisors and family, you've decided to survey your realm. The preparations will take several days, but the experience will be worth it. After all, it's one thing to hear of how your realm is doing, but another to see it with your own eyes. Readying your horses, carriages, and entourage, you leave your residence early in the morning. You'll probably be gone for a month or so as you try to learn more about your realm. What do the nobles do when you're not around? How would I figure that out if I'm not around? How are the commoners surviving? Which regions prosper and which languish? I guess I should have picked traveling. That would have been a thing. My son is my regent. He's my heir. Let him get a taste of power. Today I am resting in one of my realm's villages. Sitting near the window, I can hear many conversations peasants are having outside. Frankly, though, it's a little hard to understand the peasants given they are uneducated and can't express themselves well, but it's educational nevertheless. So I have 75% chance to gain 1 prestige, but I have a small chance to gain, I gained 1 prestige. A Pelagian. I can convert to Pelagian. No. Where's my court chaplain? He's investigating someone else, actually. Halfway through. Today I'm traveling across some farmland. Suddenly I come across one of my city boys harassing a pretty peasant girl. It seems this fool's trying too hard to win her. I can rape her. That's terrible. You remind me of my young self. You boy, learn how to woo properly. You boy, stop harassing that girl. Yeah, let's stop harassing that girl. We're gentlemen. We're craven after all. Probably shouldn't have done that then. Serving the realm is almost complete. There's a little time to do more traveling. It might be a good time to reflect on what has happened. Sorry, I'm yawning. To the whorehouse. That's a great idea. I'll just get a drink. Yeah, to the whorehouse. Robert Baratheon. The ship of the realm is coming to a close and you are almost home. The steady residence in the far distance is a welcoming sight indeed. Nevertheless, you've learned much from your journey and hopefully these lessons will serve you well in the coming years. So a little role-playing experience. Never hurts. The character went to the whorehouse. Probably get a son out of this. Or a daughter. Who knows? Could be either one, I suppose. Could be something else, but I doubt it. And we are waiting. We're waiting on a castle to complete. We are waiting on a claim. We are waiting for more money. My Jewish courtiers have returned from the funeral of a family friend. Yes. I will be polite. Brittany is Domonia. I guess Soissons has a revolt on its hands. Romano Gallic. So that means he's got the CBs for rebuilding the empire as well. Young daughter of Ego has finished his education in the ways of war. There's a Gothica, the Vandals are in revolt. I can beat up a girl again. No, she's on her own. Eastern Roman Empire's got a revolt. Everyone's revolting. Denmark is the thing. The Jutland Peninsula. Makes me miss Hearts of Iron, but I don't have the packs and I can't afford them, so. My daughter Suzanne is worried she's not married. She's 18. She wants to get married. Who would matrilineal, just out of curiosity? Darabento. My brother-in-law. This guy, who's claimed my breast. Just got a claim on the Roman Republic. And that's a thing. Arbor Martius. Whatever. I mean, sure, why not? Founded someone nice. The Slav company, by the way, has apparently taken over some land, so good for him. That's a terrible mercenary company, to be honest. The Wolf Tales. The Schwillier-App. It's a big-ass merc company. The Brothers Wita and Wad. The Brothers Wita and Wad. Interestingly, I don't see the Slavic band anywhere. This martial ministry is hard work and I'm starting to like him. And everyone else seems to like him. Take the morale. Every time, pretty much. So you lost your war. You won't vassalize under me due to a power difference. You vassalize under me, you're in a war. You can't vassalize. Masquid is no longer my marshal. Did he croak? He croaked. That's unfortunate. And a new marshal. You got experimentality. I want you out of the battlefield. Don't be on the battlefield. Could just tributize him for now, but I feel like that's a big mistake. Holy God. Reminds me of someone I knew when I was a kid. Saddest name. I should set a crown focus. Loop told me to do that like a week ago. Then a Dotia. Still not even sure what that does. I should probably know. More likely to prosper and develop. Well, okay. I have the second barony now. Do I want to save up for a war, or do I want to build castle towns? That is the question. I don't know. It's probably on Monday. Getting 11 provinces and just distributing that land to my children is a huge, huge accomplishment. I need to do it. Trust and Chamberlain just brought to my attention that one of my servant maids has given birth to a child. According to him, my son is the father. That's my boy! Good job, kid. I'm not gonna spend money on that. Young Ponezo. I have a lot of master strategists for kids. Full occupied by C. Please tell me C hasn't started this war. Conquest of Dublin. Okay, have fun with that. She's how strong? 1.3. And I'm how strong? 2.8. Almost 2.9. Yeah, okay. Good luck. You're not a threat to me, lady. So I'm gonna build this about 570, and then just smash Kentland's head in. He's got no troops, he can't beat me. He's defending in a war against Joyce, Sierto, in the Kentish conquest of losing his war. He's attacking somebody who's losing. He declared on this guy. Same culture, same religion. He probably won't vassalize under me. He's got an ugly beard. How much money do I make per month? 11. I know, long game, I should probably build the castle towns and get them out of the way and start making the extra ducats per month. I lose the press. I'm married to a woman I love and in such a blissful state. Sweet. I know I should, but I just want to get this war out of the way. I'm not doing this for any kind of like... I'm not planning on making this a mega campaign game or anything. There's no chance of that. I'm just playing this for fun, so I want a war that's sort of a challenge. My father-in-law died. Oh no. I'm sacking. What the hell are you? Charolais, you're the queen of Visigothica. Still got that little bit of land there. That's silly. Indalica is in revolt. Eastern Roman Empire's world. I was a little too fixated with cleaning my teeth earlier today and brushed with too much intensity, resulting in some slight bleeding from my gums. Unfortunately, my teeth are covered in blood. And I have to meet with court soon, even though I look like a manny, bloodthirsty monster. Here goes, I lose 2 prestige, or here goes, I'm attractive. Well, hey, look, vampire, man. What can I say? Stores. Gota land is growing, it's shrinking again. Saxony is the thing. Old Saxon. What's going on out here? Chuban, what are you? Enemy's planning to invade. You know, I just looked at you. Is the game listening? He's powering up. Can't kill him. Well, when? 2 years. Warren cognate. Gupta is pretty strong. I'll be honest, I'm terrible at playing as Indians. The day the earth shook. The earth shook, the people screamed, and buildings cracked. A cloud of foul-smelling air swept over the village, making torches and fires burn bright green for several hours. It took a couple of days repairing the cracked buildings and salvaging items from the few older houses that had collapsed. But luckily, everyone escaped unharmed. I slowly walked through the city, examining the buildings and noting what remained to be repaired when an excited peasant approached me. Without bothering with formalities, he told me about a giant crack in the ground just outside his farm. He wanted me to come and inspect it, and perhaps determine what to do about it. Of course, show me the way. The gate of hell. Oh, good. Never had this event chain before. A foul smell that had swept over the city the day the earth shook slowly crept up on us, and I retched involuntarily. The wound that had burst open in the farmer's field spewed fire and brimstones as we stopped aghast at the sight. The flames and fiery stones threatened the bare ground around the gap. The farmer was lucky his fields lay fallow. The gate and its tortured souls. I'm a genius. I'm on my page for some time. Perhaps you can find a new spiritual guide. Now my faith has served me well. Tormented souls of hell. Wailing screams and cries for help seemed to emit from the burning gap. The farmer grew pale and refused to take one step further. I walked as close to the hellhole as I dared and tried to peek down. Apart from the occasional fiery shut-up stone, I said, shut up. An eyebrow-licking flame, I could see nothing. The wailings and screams seemed to increase until it felt as if my head would explode. I stumbled backwards, felt the ground shifting beneath my feet, and would have fallen into the pit. It's just a hole, right? Or... there's a way to close the gap. I need to close the gap. Close the gate to hell. I gave the wisest men and women of my court 3 days, it really was 3 days, to come up with a solution on how to close the gap that seemed to open the whole way to hell. Within 3 days, they had all thought up different solutions to the problem. The hole cannot be abyssal. I'm trying to fill it with stones, and we'll see how we succeed in the next episode. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I have no idea how this is going to end. If you do, cool. And as always on this channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really does help. It makes me feel great. It's awesome of you. And as always, La Paz.